State police say a trooper swerved to avoid a head-on collision on I-95 with a Freeport man who they say was driving the wrong way early this morning. They say 75-year-old James Birch is facing several charges, including criminal OUI, aggravated driving to endanger, and passing a roadblock. State police say they received reports of a car driving north in the southbound lanes around midnight, a few miles past the Sherman exit. According to authorities, a trooper tried to stop the vehicle driven by Birch further along the interstate by Dyer Brook. That's when they say the trooper swerved to avoid the head-on collision. Birch kept driving the wrong way, but they say the trooper followed him from the proper lane after crossing over the highway. Then they say the trooper used his cruiser to hit and stop the vehicle on its side further up I-95 in Oakland. Birch was then arrested. Police say neither the trooper or Birch were injured.